Hello everybody, I'm back again. It's your motivational speaker, your leader spokesman. But you know you can always call me LGIN. That stands for Let's Get It In. That means it's motivation time. And today, ladies and gentlemen, my speech is called Let It Rip. Meaning allowing something to happen with force, without interference. That's what I'm talking about. See, when it comes to your life, ladies and gentlemen, you got to let it rip to get your motor running. It's like a lawnmower. You got to get down there and you got to pull it a couple of times. You know what I'm talking about, right? You got to get down there and you got to let it rip, ladies and gentlemen. You got to let it rip without interference. Because it's time for us to live our lives without interference, ladies and gentlemen, from all this chaos in this world today. So, ladies and gentlemen, my speech today is called Let It Rip. Because anything in this life that is worth living for, anything in this life that is worth talking for, ladies and gentlemen, you got to get down there and you got to let it rip. You got to get that motor going, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how hard it is in your life, ladies and gentlemen. Because anything in this life that is worth growing for, anything in this life that is worth praying for, ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid. Just get down there and let it rip. That's what I'm talking about. You got to pull that cord to get your motor going, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to just not get, it might take you a couple of times, but I don't want you to give up, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to pull that cord to let it rip and get that motor going. You feel me? I'm looking at you. I know you know what I'm talking about. Because anything in this life that is worth learning for, anything in this life that is worth studying for, ladies and gentlemen, do not be afraid to get down there and let it rip, to get that motor going. You got to pull it. Don't be afraid. Because anything in this life that is worth thinking for, anything in this life that is worth having confidence for, you got to feel good with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. That's because you got to let it rip. You got to let your confidence rip, ladies and gentlemen. Because just know this, anything in this life that is worth working for, and anything in this life that is worth grinding for, ladies and gentlemen, you got to let it rip. That's right. Because anything in this life that is worth managing yourself to do better in this life, you got to let it rip. That's what I'm talking about. And check this out. Anything in this life that is worth getting it in for, your family, your kids, your spouse, your family, your self-respect, your dignity, where you come from, you got to let it rip, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, let it rip, let it rip, let it rip, and let it rip. Don't be afraid to get down there and get your life going, get your motor going. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know you feel me. I see you. Let's get it in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again. It's your motivational speaker, you leader spokesman. But you know you can always call me LGIN. That stands for Let's Get It In. And remember, don't be afraid to get your motor going. Don't be afraid to get down there and let it rip. Give your best effort in your life. That's what I'm talking about. Peace. Have a good day.